We have one of the most hyped up projects ever in crypto. I'm of course talking about Todd Network, but we need to talk about the price action. Why is it always just moving sideways? For a really long time it's just been moving sideways. In this video I will go through exactly why it's moving sideways, when it will actually start to pump, so that we know exactly when to buy in order to ride the pump up and not to put ourselves in a position so that we will end up losing money or being underwater. Because if we look at the price right now, most of you guys are probably underwater. A lot of people bought at the earlier peaks. A lot of people bought at the peaks here in the beginning of 2023. And probably a lot of people bought here at the end of 2023 here, also at that small little peak. What is happening and why is it doing this, and when should we actually buy in order to ride it up? Because most likely this project will pump in the future, but there are a few key things that need to happen first. So we need to have a strategy put in place so that we know exactly when to buy in order to ride that future hype. So in this video, I will go through my own personal strategy and exactly when I will buy this project. We all know crypto is not the same anymore. Crypto has changed. It is way different back in the day from 2017, 2018, the early glorious days of crypto. It is very different now, and we can clearly see it with this project here, because this project has been amazingly good at extracting money from new investors and putting it in the hands of private investors, seed sale investors, and so on. Let's talk about it. The biggest giveaway here is of course the market cap. As we can see, a $7 billion market cap. And the market cap was not that big when it first launched, but it was still in the hundreds of millions of dollars. And based on the ICO that they had of over $1.7 billion, it basically means that the market cap should have been around $1.7 billion here in the beginning. So throughout all of this time, throughout everything that has happened, the market cap has only done like a 4x or 5x or similar, meaning all of this time here has been early investors cashing out, making as much money as possible. If we look at the launch price, we're pretty much at a 5x from the launch price. So if they were guaranteed a 10x at launch, this means that they are now looking at a 50x of their initial investment, meaning 50 times $1.7 billion, that is a lot of money. What is that? Like $85 billion. They have a lot of money to extract. If they want to extract this over time, they will need to do so. If we look at all of the volume ever since 2021, we can see that the price has not increased that much. It is pretty much the same. That is because as soon as any one of you guys hear about the project, hear about its connection to Telegram, it is a really big deal, but we gotta look at the tokenomics and the numbers here and see what's really going on behind the scenes. This project is a machine of extraction. Telegram, they did not think that they were making enough money with their service, so they needed to find another way to make more money. And they found it. Billions of dollars extracted over 3 years. It is a lot of money. But there is still a lot of money to be made, because we don't know how much of this they have sold. As soon as the price tries to break out, it starts dipping once again. Here we see $2.4, instant dip. Here we see $2.3, instant dip, 3 times in a row. Here we almost see $2.5 and then it dips again. As you can see here, it happens on repeat. As soon as the project tries to escape into upwards momentum, into a bull run, it gets denied by insiders selling. We can clearly see it here with the archive indicator. It is specifically designed to track insider selling. It is based on trading volume to track what is going on in the market. But we can clearly see here that a bunch of insiders are holding down the price. I know a bunch of you guys have commented on the video, have messaged me as well talking about this. Why is TON not pumping? Why is the price staying the same and just moving sideways while the market cap is growing? It's because people have been getting unlocks for multiple years, and they will still continue to be getting more unlocks. If we look at the archive indicator here on the weekly time frame, we can see the project has not been here for a long time, but it pumped a little bit and then it dipped, pumped a little bit. This chart here doesn't provide us a lot of information to what is going on. It's just, okay, some sideways movement. If we look at the monthly chart, we don't even have a trend. So what we need to do is look at the daily time frame. As soon as the green marker here grows in width and it tries to break out, it gets denied, instantly put in a downtrend. And we can see that very clearly here. With the archive indicator, you could have bought here and gotten a little bit of a pump, but that is not the strategy for why you have the archive indicator. The archive indicator is here to protect you from insider selling. That is the entire point of it. The archive indicator lets you know that here on August 2023, we had the beginning of an uptrend. If you rode it from here, you would have done a 2.5x-ish on your money. That is actually pretty good. Then it notified us that, hey, this is not looking too stable. Insiders are cashing out. That is the exact reason for why we got denied here. Insiders are cashing out their early investments. And most likely, they have been holding these investments for quite a while because they think the price is too low. They can just wait it out and start selling as more liquidity enters the project. We see a pump. More liquidity enters and then they start dumping once again. They wait for some more liquidity, tries to break out, but gets denied once again. It happens on repeat. What we can do now is follow here with the archive indicator. This sideways movement here is actually really interesting. From December 2023, this sideways movement here is really interesting because it looks like it tries to break out, gets denied, tries to break out, gets denied, and that is exactly what is happening because there is hype flowing into the project. There is money flowing into the project. And what this means is that there is new liquidity. All of the insiders are cashing out here. That is why the price is not moving up. We can see they think $2 per token is a really good deal for selling their early investment. But some people are waiting for the 2.5 bucks and then they start to sell. That is exactly what we see here. Just in 60 days, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 peaks up close to 2.5 bucks. But then insiders start to sell. So what do we need to do in order to win at this here? When do we need to buy? How long do we need to wait? What indicator do we need to wait for? If we use the archive indicator here, we can follow on the daily time frame. We have a bunch of fake outs and that could be fine if you have great patience. But if we look at the weekly time frame, what I will do here, if we go from here into a downtrend, the archive indicator shows red. The next time we enter a green uptrend, that is when I will put in my position because that confirms a new uptrend has been formed on the weekly time frame, and we should be seeing an uptrend for quite a while after that. If we look at the daily time frame, we could enter the uptrend a lot earlier and get bigger gains, but you will need the patience to sell every time it goes red, buy every time it goes green. It will be a lot more to manage. Basically, you will have to look at it every day. If you follow the weekly strategy, the biggest danger here is that you could miss out. If it never enters a downtrend here and you're waiting for the conversion to downtrend to uptrend before you buy, then you could miss out if it never actually enters a downtrend. But here is the good part. What matters is that you have a strategy and that you follow it. There will be more opportunities like this in the future. Maybe not for this project, but for other projects. As you can see, there are hundreds of crypto projects out there on the market. So what you just need to decide on is what strategy will you follow. Personally, I will do the weekly strategy, but I wouldn't say there's a big problem with the daily strategy. Only the annoyance of all the insiders constantly pulling down the price, meaning that you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to see that the archive indicator is green and you're going to be in the, yes, finally we can enter my position and make some money. You put in the money, but then the insiders start to sell and you have to sell at, maybe it's a super small, like 1% loss of your small investment in this based on your entire portfolio. And then you have to wait for a new uptrend to form again. Maybe you do this a couple of times before the real uptrend starts. And when that uptrend starts, you can ride it from a really early spot like we saw here in August 2023. Massive 250% gains. And when the real uptrend starts, when the selling has stopped from all the insiders, the gains will be even more massive. So that is probably the best two strategies. You can track the unlocking of new tokens, but you will not know when those people actually sell their tokens. They might hold on to them. Maybe they have a target. When TON enters $5, that's when they cash out. So it's a bit dangerous. The best thing that you can do is follow the trend on the weekly or on the daily. You decide for a plan and you stick to it, and it will work out in the end. It will have some ups, it will have some downs, but you just track that strategy and it will work out. So in summary, the crypto project is amazing. It has great potential, but there's too much selling of insiders going on. That is what the archive indicator is for. It's for protecting you against insider selling. But that is exactly what is going on. It's clear in the graphs. We just need to realize that and we can ride the future uptrend. Now there's actually one more even better strategy than this, and that is becoming an insider yourself. Becoming part of the early pre-sale and having tokens to unlock. Imagine if you were the person that had tokens to be unlocked during all of this and you had a guaranteed like 50x or 25x or whatever, and you were just constantly selling every time it pumped. You ROI'd here in the beginning. You had zero risk throughout all of this. Everyone buying, waiting for the next pump, and all you had to do throughout all of this was sell. On the cryptoarchive.com website, I have a strategy on how to become an insider. It is quite complex, over 30 chapters, but if I can do it, then so can you. So the entire point of that is to become an insider so that you don't have to worry about all of this. While all of this is going on, you are just selling. That is the best strategy because there's a 100% success chance. There's zero chance of failing. I will also make a follow-up video on this here when we enter a downtrend on the weekly, if it happens, and then when we enter an uptrend as well, when I enter with my own positions. Thank you guys for watching as always. Stay tuned for future videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.